Hey everybody. So today we are just gonna talk about God's love. I love love. I do. Love is an attribute of God. It is the core aspect of who He is. Love is actually, it's not something He chooses to do or He chooses to give. Love is the very essence of who He is. What do I mean by essence? Essence, when you go, I always refer to the dictionary, that you should know by now. Essence means the intrinsic nature. Deep down, it is who He is. It is deeply engraved. We can't undo it, we can't delete it. Love is God's nature, and God is love. Which got me thinking. Love is also a uniquely human trait. I yearn for love. I'm sure you yearn for love too. There is a love-shaped void in all of us. We can't explain it. But then again, surely God has got to be the source of love. Remember when He created man, He said to God the Father and the Holy Spirit, and Christ, He said, let us make men in our image. And I believe it is from that moment that they downloaded this software into us and gave us the capability to love. That's the only way we can explain this trait in us as the human race. So I sat down and I was reflecting on God's love, and this is what I just came up with. Number one, God's love is incomprehensible. You can never wrap your head around it. You can't understand it. You cannot fathom it. Even if you read the Bible, they use that word fathom. I then checked again. What does fathom mean? And I found that fathom is, even if you study or you think so hard, you can't understand it, you can't measure it. It is something that you can't put into words. Me doing this, really even, it doesn't justify the meaning of God's love. So basically, God's love is mind-blowing. Number two, God's love is unconditional. It is not based on His feelings. It's not based on His emotions. Often the devil lies to us. He deceives us. He gives us these thoughts to say that God's love is tied to my performance. I have to do something first to earn God's love. That is a big lie from the pit of hell. In our modern society, you get what you deserve. But behold, the good news is, in the faith world, we get what we don't deserve. All of it, it's undeserved. God's love in our life is undeserved. But again, if you look at a very good example would be boy-girl relationship. These days, it's a love of convenience and ego. I love you for as long as you make me feel good and you bring something to the table and you please me. When all of that ceases, so does my love for you. What a broken society. And I know we've just reduced love to conditional love. But I pray that you experience the unconditional love of God. Number three, God's love, it is multidimensional. There is a height to God's love. There is a depth to God's love. There is a length to the love of God. There is a breadth to the love of God. One moment you experience the one dimension and you will feel, this is all, nothing can top this. And the next moment when you need loving from God, you experience another dimension. Again, it's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. The experience of God's love in your life is so superior to the mere fact to the mere knowledge of the love of God. I'm just saying, simply put, knowing about the love of God, yeah, fair and fine, but experiencing it firsthand, it will change your life. Which then leads me to my last point. The goal of God's love is relationship. Our love, it basically yearns for expression. It seeks expression. I'm telling you, you're saying you love me, but you don't show me. Showing expression. We want to see it. We want to feel it. We want to experience it. And the best place to experience the love of God is in a relationship with Him. And to sum it all up, love loves. So I pray that you experience the unconditional love of God, the selfless love of God, the mind-blowing love of God. And then, as for loving others, I must admit, there are some people that are difficult to love. I say so because I have made it so difficult for people to love me. Hence, I know that there are people like me out there. It often is difficult to love and to be loved if you don't understand what love is, if you haven't experienced God's love. You can't give what you don't have. Experience God's love. Desire to experience God's love. Desire to bathe in God's love. That way, then you can pour into the next person. So I pray as you experience this selfless love, may your cup overflow and may you express it into the next person. Until next time, stay in love. I love you. Cheers.